The Brijuni archipelago extends along the west coast of the Istria peninsula and consists of 2 large islands and 12 smaller islands. These islands have been inhabited since the Roman era, and the remains of numerous luxurious Roman villas, complete with baths and pools, attest to the opulent lifestyle that has always characterized this location. The story of the Brijuni became more interesting in 1893, when the Austrian industrialist and philanthropist Paul Kupelwieser purchased the islands, then a part of Italy. Malaria reigned on the island at this time, and the owner himself became infected. He requested aid in dealing with the issue of malaria on the islands from the great German scientist, doctor, and bacteriologist Robert Koch. All the necessary measures were taken, draining and filling the swamps, which contributed to solving the malaria problem. A monument in his honor was erected in one of the quarries in 1908. After that, the Austrian industrialist turned Brioni into one of Europe's most exclusive holiday destinations, building villas, luxury hotels, parks, an 18-hole golf course, and an indoor heated seawater swimming pool. These islands were also the summer residences of Josip Broz Tito, president of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. Tito used Brijuni for state visits and meetings with world leaders. He hosted over 90 politicians from 60 countries and numerous parliamentary delegations. Today, visitors can explore Brijuni's history, natural beauty, and diverse flora and fauna with almost 700 plant species, including deer, mouflons, rabbits, squirrels, peacocks, and zebras, and enjoy activities like hiking, cycling, and golf. Veliki Brijun is the largest and most visited island in Brijuni National Park. To visit this beautiful island, you must board a boat in the small town of Fasana. The ride takes about 15 minutes. After arriving at the port of Veliki Brijun, you have various options for exploring the island. You can rent bicycles or electric cars for a more independent adventure, or join an excursion with a tourist train and a guide for a more interactive experience. On the northern edge of Veliki Brijun is a 9-hectare safari park, home to a diverse mix of autochthonous Istrian, South American, African, and Asian fauna. The park is home to various exotic animals, which Tito received as a gift from politicians who visited. One of the oldest residents of the safari park is Lanka, an Indian elephant gifted by former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. The steppe and mountain zebras were gifts from Sékou Touré, former President of the Republic of Guinea. The zebu, or the sacred Indian cow, was a gift from the Indian statesman and politician Nehru. In the safari park, you can also see llamas, ostriches, peacocks, etc. The ethnopark is located within the safari park and allows guests to observe indigenous animal species such as the Istrian sheep Pramenka, donkeys, and goats. During a tour of the island, visitors can see a 1,600-year-old olive tree, one of the oldest in the Mediterranean. On the western coast of Brijuni, alongside Verige Bay, is a magnificent Roman villa rustica. Construction began in the 1st century BC, and some parts were used until the 6th century. Walking from the port, you can see the 12th century Venetian castle and tower on the right side. The castle was initially built for defense due to frequent pirate attacks. It has been renovated over the centuries, but retains essential Renaissance and Baroque characteristics. The Gothic church of St. German was built in 1481 and is located right next to the Venetian castle. The church was decorated with Gothic frescoes, but a fire at the end of the 19th century damaged the entire inventory. It was renovated in 1911, and a black-white mosaic from the 1st century was integrated into its floor. Since 1958, The church has displayed copies of frescoes and glagolitic inscriptions from Istria and Fauna, representing the area's medieval cultural heritage. Tito's museum is about 250 meters from St. German's Church and is dedicated to the former president of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, Josip Broz Tito. He led Yugoslavia from 1944 until he died in 1980. He was a distinguished statesman and one of the founders of the non-aligned movement. The museum showcases a variety of exhibits, such as photographs, personal belongings, and gifts from world leaders. During his long-time political activities, Tito received a large number of gifts, among which were animals. The animals that were brought to Brijuni were stuffed after death. This is how a bizarre collection of stuffed animals came about. The dermoplastic exhibits are placed in dioramas with painted backgrounds and plants representing a scene from their natural habitat. Almost 200 exhibits are displayed in 19 dioramas, showcasing African fauna, Asian fauna, Australian fauna, and South African fauna. At the entry to the port, looking from the sea on the left side, stands an attractive building, the boathouse. It was built in 1902 by Paul Kupelwieser in the Secession style. From 1903 to 1938, it was the home and office of Dr. Otto Lenz, the island's doctor, and his family. Today, the boathouse serves as an interpretation and education center of the Brijuni National Park. The exhibition is divided into 6 thematic units: Brijuni Archipelago, Brijuni Time Machine, Submarine World, Mainland, Threats, and Awareness. Visitors can also explore the Mediterranean Garden, St. Roch's Church, and Church of St. Anthony, a memorial dedicated to the 251-meter spring water, the Byzantine castrum, St. Mary's Basilica, dinosaur footprints, etc. Finally, if you decide to visit Brijuni on a one-day trip, we recommend that you do not go on the tour included in the ticket, but rather rent a bike and visit the locations yourself. The entrance is quite expensive, but worth it for nature lovers. Thank you very much for watching and see you again soon.